Every journey begins with a single step, and yesterday a new program promoting active lifestyles took that step in Happy Valley Goose Bay. People are being challenged to walk, to ride, to run every single street in town. Dean Simon, a registered dietitian intern at the Labrador Health Centre, is spearheading the challenge. Labrador Morning reporter John Gowdy caught up with him during the first leg of the challenge to find out more.
Off we go.
And we're off.
We're off and walking.
How are you doing?
I'm very happy. I wasn't really expecting the public to come out on short notice like this, but we had a pretty good turnout.
Tell me more about the concept,
Okay,
what you're doing here.
As dietitians and health practitioners, we often give advice for people to get more physical activity. And if they walk away with that message alone, it's not really a lot to go on. So we want to do something specific and measurable. And so the idea is that when somebody leaves the office, they've got something a real tangible goal to go out and try and accomplish. And that makes the likelihood of success a lot greater, I think.
Okay. So what are you challenging people to do?
I'm challenging them to make daily physical activity a part of their lifestyle. And there's all kinds of great consequences in terms of prevention and treatment of chronic disease. It's not about being skinny or weight loss per se. People who are a little overweight and physically active are still very healthy people. So it's about moving on a daily basis.
There's a group of people here walking right now as part of this walk, ride, run.
Yes.
What are you getting people to do?
Well, I didn't want to limit it to running, which is what I do. The Trappers Run Club is a partner in this. So I opened it up the possibility to people strolling through the streets of Goose Bay as part of their daily activity regime. You can get out and do trails, and that's equally effective. But I don't have a trail map, so I have a map of town.
Okay.
It's a tool that I have, so I'm using the tool that I have to try and motivate people to accomplish a long-term goal.
Okay. So you have maps in hand, and you're giving out maps as part of this. How do people use the maps? So what is the basis for this?
Well, it all started about 10 years ago. When I would go to new towns, I would get a map from the hotel lobby, and I'd go out and I'd mark off all the streets that I had covered. So when I was at the town hall for another separate event about a month ago, I seen that the town was giving out these visitors maps, and the thought occurred to me, well, if the town would agree to produce a large number of these maps, then I could get them myself, give them out to my clients, and to encourage people to just drop by the town hall and pick them up. So it was an easy way to distribute the goal that I was proposing.
Okay, and so what are people supposed to do with the maps?
So they just basically start close to home, I would recommend. Once you have walked the streets in your own neighborhood, take a dark pen and basically trace over the streets that you've finished and continue moving further and further away from home until you accomplish the map. And we've laid out a good time frame of 6 months.
Okay, and so the challenge here is what? For people to walk every street, road in Happy Valley Goose Bay?
That's exactly the challenge, the exact challenge. The totality is a little less than 120 kilometers. So that broken up over 6 months comes down to about 20 kilometers a month or less than a kilometer a day. So it really is achievable, even though to a first-time exerciser, 120 kilometers might seem out of range, right?
So given that, I mean, 120 kilometers, that's for people who are maybe new to exercising, that can be a bit of an intimidating number. So how do you break this down to bite-sized chunks?
Yeah, so if I said to somebody, in the next 6 months I want you to go out and walk 120 kilometers, you would have almost no buy-in. I propose that by breaking it down into a kilometer a day or 2 kilometers a day, that people will start to see their accomplishments visually in front of them, and at some point in time the motivation to finish is going to kick in, very much like a race. You're out there, you're suffering cardiovascularly, but now you've passed the halfway point. Okay, I think I can do this now, right? And the closer you get to that end, the more motivation comes that you're going to make it.
Right. And again, you can walk, you can run, and you can ride your bike.
You can, and I've also thrown in a fourth option of doing the virtual route. We have a list of streets and street lengths from the town. So if you rather be on a treadmill, you can go 5 kilometers on a treadmill and then cross off 5 kilometers worth of streets on your town map, and eventually finish it off. So this is all on the honor system, of course, and I'm hoping that we can get 100 or so people to finish the whole map within the next 6 months.
So what do you hope comes out of this walk, ride, run Happy Valley Goose Bay challenge? What do you hope comes out of this?
I hope that people just generally become a little bit healthier. That's about it. I had a client about 2 weeks ago who put this to the test, and you could see that he really, really got it. After 3 days of going out for a half an hour walk with his dog, his blood sugar was down considerably, and you could look in his eyes and tell that he really got it. The message was loud and clear. Now I'm going to continue this. So that's really what I want to see. I want to see individuals have a little bit healthier lives.
What can we check off now, off the map?
I think we got about 1.5 kilometers, maybe, or a little over 1 kilometer in this little loop that we walked today. And if anybody's still there, they've all gone ahead of us now, but if anybody's there...
We're left in their dust.
Yes. If anybody's there when we arrive, we're going to get some pens out and we're going to put the first marks on their maps.
Alrighty, okay. Well, 1 kilometer down, 100 to go.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much.
That's Dean Simon. He is a registered dietitian intern at the Labrador Health Centre in Happy Valley Goose Bay. He is spearheading the Walk, Ride, Run Challenge in town.